Hey folks, another one is Spyderco Yojimbo 2. Now, you guys know that I love Paramilitary 2. Probably, in my opinion, the best or one of the best knives you can buy for the money. Now, this is like a Paramilitary 2 for Wharncliffe lovers. You see that really cool Wharncliffe blade. Now, this one was reground because I'm not a fan of hollow grind, and this one actually has one of the worst hollow grinds, because it has a hollow grind that, yes, it is grind fairly thin on the edge, but the grind goes about here, halfway up the blade. So if you consider this nice and beefy stock halfway up the blade and still have enough space, enough metal on the edge that I was able to grind it full flat, that means that those angles were pretty steep on that hollow grind. That means a lot of cutting resistance when you're cutting through stuff. So the first day actually I got it, I bought it knowing that I will be doing it, and I did it. I reground it full flat, and I like it. The funny thing is, I'm not the biggest fan of the Wharncliffe blades, especially not the large ones like that. I kind of like the small little Wharncliffes, you know, when they really are utility blades. They are very handy, you know, just like, you know, Kiridashi or X-Acto knives and that stuff. I use it every day in my shop for cutting everything. But this one, I actually have a lot of respect for this blade. I think the intention, the design behind this is actually like a self-defense knife. It's not really the utility knife, even though the design originates as a utility blade. This one is meant as a self-defense. You have very generous handle with a lot of grip and a lot of, you know, pretty comfortable. Doesn't look like much, but this is actually very comfortable and secure handle, and everybody likes it when they get it. It looks weird when you look at it. It looks like it might be very limited by who is gonna fit and who's not, but it is actually very comfortable. You have two of your fingers up front in the front finger choil, and then these fingers just fall into those grooves there. Nice comfortable back, nice and rounded, and you know, you can have your thumb here on that first, kind of like a ramp, or all the way here for push cutting this way. Pretty cool. Compression lock, probably my favorite lock of all of them, that and the axis lock. But the thing is that axis lock, it's not great on every knife. It's kind of like a hit and miss on Benchmates. Sometimes I just don't like it, sometimes I love it. Like the Griptilians, I love it. It's super smooth, super good. I think it also, you know, depends on the design, where's the pivot located, and all that stuff. There's a couple variables. Compression lock, you know, there's not that many knives that have that, but so far everyone I tried and I had, I loved, and it worked out great for me. So S30V blade, which is pretty good, actually very good. I'm very happy with my Paramilitary 2 S30V. Holds great, pretty easy to resharpen, works like a charm. 4-way pocket clip, liners that are inset in the G10 stainless steel lightened liners that are inset in the G10 scales. Peel ply material, not the aggressive one. This is, I think this is the smoother one. Not even sure if it's, I know they have a coarse, and I'm not sure if they have medium or smooth or whatever those lower grades are. This definitely isn't a coarse. This is something like a smooth or medium. It has just enough grip, not much, not too much, not too little, but it's still pretty nice. It might look kind of funky, but it is a very functional blade. One thing is, like I said, I'm not used to the big Wharncliffes. I still have a lot of respect for this knife. For some reason in my head, I still think like I'm still worried that I'm gonna stab myself really bad with that tip. It's a really nasty tip. For some reason when I'm cutting anything, I still see the tip sticking up, so, you know, facing forward, and I have still a lot of respect, thinking that I'm gonna stab myself, you know, stab my finger with stab the hand that I'm holding whatever I'm cutting with or stuff like that. One downside is I find the positioning of the spidey hole kind of weird on this knife. I feel that it should have been moved, if you hold it this way, it should have been moved right and up, you know, definitely oversized, you know, scaled up. It should have been bigger. This is a small spidey hole. This isn't nowhere near the Paramilitary 2 size hole. I think it should have been bigger and should have been moved into this location here, because when you're going like this, you see where it is, your thumb would naturally actually back that hole to be here, not where it is here, but here. Also would look pretty nicer, and you still have enough, it could have been moved even here, you know, wouldn't interfere with how it looks here, it would still look good. I don't know if there is any reasoning behind it. It works fine, but it is a little more awkward than it would be if it was moved. No idea why it's there, why it's where it is, but I think they should have moved it to a different location, like I said, here. But overall, like it. Very similar construction to Paramilitary 2, you know, the 3 screws. One is like that, like a stop pin, 2 in the back, except Paramilitary 2 has also the linear tube on the end. Same mechanism, same kind of jimping up front here. Like I said, very similar to Paramilitary, just different shapes. But the workings, the design behind lock and how it's put together, pretty much the same thing. I think it's the same pocket clip, which works well. It's kind of high right, but you see very slim portion of the knife sticking out, which I don't mind at all, because you have, you know, it's still pretty discreet of what you see sticking up, but it still gives you plenty of purchase to pull the knife out of your pocket, which I like. And these pocket clips are good, they work just the way they're supposed to, so nothing wrong with that. $110, they're kind of hard to get because they are, I don't know why they don't keep them on stock. I don't know if the Spyderco didn't make enough of them for the market, or if it is really such a big hit that everybody is buying them, because you don't see as many of these in people's hands as, you know, let's say Paramilitary 2s, and they do manage to keep the Para 2s on stock, so no idea what's the deal with that. So same price range as Paramilitary 2, same quality, same functionality, just different shape. So if you really are into this shape and you don't like for some reason the shape of the Para 2, this might be the choice for you guys. I really like it, you know, you can do everything. You can do the flick from the bottom, regular flick, you can whip it open, but this one has a really strong detent, but you still can, you know, flick it open like this, or you can do the Spidey drop like on any other Spyderco. So it works really well. You can actually get pretty close to the tip if you grab it like that, so for a detail work you can get nice control over the tip, because the blade is pretty wide. You see how wide it is, so it gives you that purchase to get a control of that blade and work some detail with the nice and fine tip. So overall, like it, very happy that I got it. It was kind of nerve-wracking to regrind it, but even if you don't regrind it, most of people will be very happy with the edge it comes with the grind it comes with. You know, not many people are as picky as me with the grinds. I get used to little different things, little different performance from the knife, so that's why I'm a little picky. Some people always laugh about it, but that's what it is, you know. We all have different expectations, different experiences, different uses for the knife. So that's just me. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.